not really doing anything, because
Well,
I'm
you're in the
trying to stay.
rainforest too tonight. We should probably clear that up for the audience. If
I
they hear
know.
any chirping going on and
Oh,
you're in the
my
line,
birds. I don't
it's
let my
whatever. Don't worry
birds
about it.
out to fly.
Of course, they flying. What did Elton John say? Can you feel the love in the air tonight, or something like that?
My Larry and Bright are happy.
Larry and Bright, welcome to the show.
But yeah, I've just been doing my modeling and then still working at the club and then just focusing all of my time and extra time on just finishing my album for February 26th.
So when's that? So Februawary 26th, the album's
Yeah,
dropping.
the album
Let's
is
talk about
dropping.
that. Let's get
Okay.
into business. Let's
Let's
talk about it.
go. Ask away.
No, let's get into it. February 26th is a big day.
February 26th is a big day, so my song Good Juju is coming out. Or my album, Good Juju.
Is it the song or is it the album, ladies and
It's the
gentlemen? We
it's
need
the
to know.
album. It's the album, Good Juju. And
Okay. What
basically,
do
Good Juju is standing for like it's about good vibes. Good Juju is like good vibes, positive vibes. So, I made an album about like all different kinds of like love. Some of us have like that hardcore love. Some of us have that passionate love. Some of us have that love where it's like that ride or die love. So, just all different kinds of love.
so what love can the audience that is listening to this going to be expecting? Is my question.
What kind of love? What do you mean?
Like, what kind of love is it?
So we got
What are they
like
going to experience? What's the feeling?
so we have the song Soulful Moaning that Prince Kadeem Quick wrote and everything and came up with and stuff. And that one's about like finding that person and like having that passionate time with each
Define what that means. Because I talk a little
some
relationships on the show. What do you mean passionate time?
some
Is that
sexual
what they calling it now these days?
goodbye.
They saying
I'm
this too. Is that what
I'm
they
dead
call it
at
these days?
listen, that's what energy people call it, but I don't know.
I get it. I get it.
These youngins, I don't know.
I think they calling it. I don't call that man's name anymore because I never co-signed anything he did. So the bumping.
Oh my God, no. I swear to God, if somebody messes me, get out of here, man.
I'm more like Chris Brown under the influence. Is what I'm
Yes,
talking about.
yes,
It's my jam
exactly.
right there.
Yeah, that's a very good song. And
No,
then
for sure.
I had the song Cruising. It's about like driving around town with the person that you love and that you care about, and it's just like you guys are just like almost like best friends, just kicking it.
That
And
sounds like a
then
rendition to Bonnie and Clyde, though.
almost, yeah, almost. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool. I like that one. And you know how all my music is. It has like my rap or I call it my poetry, and then my singing. So it's a little iffy iffy.
I
And
love that. I love
then
that.
yes. And then we got the song Be There, and that song's about like just like the person that you care about and that you love and that you want them to be around you and stuff. And then we got Cash Cow. That's a song about like falling in love in the club, but the girl not really falling in love in the club because she's there to work.
Oh, so y'all gonna try to pull off the whole Usher and okay, all right.
Almost, almost.
Mm-hmm. That better be the. I feel like is that the single? Is that the single gonna be on the album?
Yeah, yeah. That one I'm collabing with I believe Explicit on. So because I sing like my part and stuff, and then I was like trying to figure out a way I can work in the verses with like it being me. But I was like for that song like that kind of vibe, like I need a guy in there like playing the role. So when the
Okay,
music video
okay.
comes out, it can like just go easier.
Damn, you got the music video going on too. Why do I feel like that music video gonna be
It's gonna
something
be awesome. I'm gonna
spectacular?
be in like a cow print outfit, like being like a cowgirl, and then like doing the moonwalk down the pole, and then I'll slide down into the split.
Wait, hold on. So moonwalk down the pole. Explain
Yeah,
how that
so
works.
so it's like you when you like get on the pole and then you hold it from the top and then you hold it from the bottom and you push yourself off and you're just like walking in the sky.
Damn.
And
Hello.
then
Core
they do
strength.
like a little
Core
booty
strength. Hello.
strength. Yes. And then you do like a little booty shake and then you just drop into the split. Yeah.
So let me ask you, because this is. I'm not trying to be ignorant here. How many takes does it take to do that though for you?
For
Because
me,
you probably got to
none.
hit it like the
No.
right angle, right?
One time. I'm very good at the pole.
Cool. Lots of core strength, upper body strength.
Yeah, I got a pole at home, so I learned at home on my own, watching videos and just like, I'm about to try that. And then like I just started getting really good at it. And then I worked at the club, you know? So yeah. And then I
So let me
helped
ask
all
you
the other
this.
girls.
So let me ask you this question, because like I see them doing pole dance classes, like they're trying to put it into like health and fitness.
Hmm.
How many times have you bailed on that pole on some realness? Have you ever bailed on it? Has there been any like accidents or anything like that?
Oh fuck yeah, I hurt myself all the time. All the
Yeah.
time. My legs will be covered in bruises. One, because like the pole is like, it's not something you can lightly grab onto. You have to like grab on it to it with all your strength or you're gonna fly off, you know? There's been moments where I've been practicing my room and I fucking just fly.
Fly like a
Yeah,
bird.
yeah, legitly, I'll fly just boom.
It's booming.
Yeah,
Boom
and
goes
then
dynamite.
yeah, it's so funny. Like I'll laugh about it, but I don't post those, you know, because we're not gonna do
Why
that to myself.
not?
Oh God, people are gonna be like, God damn, she ate shit.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this though. It's for the views though, because the
It,
thing is,
I know.
posting imperfections though, it's like I hear a lot of people say this. You post the imperfections. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Sometimes you don't post all the good stuff, and I've been doing that even a little bit in the stories with podcasting
Yeah,
now. Like
yeah.
I'll post
Little
like
bloopers, basically.
the bloopers a little bit. And people are
Yeah,
like, "Is that in the show? How come that wasn't in the show?" I'm like, "Leave me alone. It's
yeah. Don't
called
worry about
teasing. Come
it.
on,
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You know."
But and then there was one time when I was at the club and I went to do like a reverse lift and I did not have any pole grip or anything on and I just fell straight onto my head and my shoulder and like yeah, my head was like sore for like a week. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Pole grip. What is that? Like, I feel
It's
like
like
LeBron does the powder
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So what do
yeah.
you
So
guys do?
basically, it's the powder, but it's liquid powder. So it goes onto your hands liquidy, so then you can spread it around and then put it on like your shin and your thigh, and then it dries up. So then you can grip the pole better and hold on to it, so you won't slip. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. Tricks of the trade.
Okay. Okay. So spinning back to the album now, all
Hmm.
streaming platforms or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All
All the
streaming
major
platforms.
ones?
Yep.
All the major DSPs?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. So what would you say was the most hardest thing doing this album? Like,
Oh.
as far as like time, efficiency? Tell me.
So I can like time wise, like I wanted to try to have it done by January, but then I was like just contemplating with myself and talking with myself and I was just like, you know what, I really want to take my time on the album because it's my first album and I want to make sure it comes out exactly how I portray it in my head, you know. So I pushed it back some, you know, to give myself a little bit more of a cushion, not so much stress and time to really like clean everything up properly and make sure it's exactly how I want it. And then honestly, like oh god, like an album, like it's not like a single song where you can kind of just throw like singles of however you're feeling in that single is that like an album I want it to kind of reflect each other, you know. I don't want the songs to just kind of just jump everywhere and nobody gets like the gravitation of what I'm trying to do. So like it was hard for me to kind of like sit back and say like this song needs to go with this and this one, they're here and here and here, you know. So it's like it was really hard not to just like throw one of my like dark songs in it, you know, because I get really like into my emotions when I make songs. So it's like I had to turn into like this lovey-dovey kind of vibe, which was a little difficult for me, but it was still very enjoyable. And luckily, like Kadeem helped me.
Yeah. I see the man. The man's in the trenches on IG
Yeah,
doing his
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
he set this up in the
He
back
definitely
channel and
helped.
whatnot too. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
good dude, man. Good dude. Shout outs
yeah,
to him. You know.
definitely.
Um. So let me ask you this because I feel like tour life is that something that you're going to be doing for 2023, Or are you gonna push that back or
Honestly,
wait?
no, I would love to do a tour. I know I have a fashion show coming up in April where I'm supposed to be walking in the fashion show and also be performing live for them. So I'm hoping like after that I can kind of, and after the singles release and everything, I have a mixture of songs that I can go to and sing. So I know Kadeem is working out something for me to start a tour with some people he knows. So I'm crossing my fingers.
No, I love that. I love that. Which also goes into merch too. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
a big thing, right?
Yes.
Is merch going to be coming on the low? What's
Merch
going
is
on with
going to
that?
be coming very soon. I'm working on my little design and stuff. So hopefully very
Why do you
soon.
downplay it? What? Don't downplay it. Don't say little design. It's a big design. See, almost knocked my mic off the thing. Come on now.
Well, some of the ones that I want are gonna have like modeling pictures on like hoodies and stuff, and then some of them I'm coming up with just like a little brand logo that represents me and how like I see myself. So then, because overly done shirts are too much sometimes, and I want people to be able to buy them and wear them around their girls and not just have a big old picture of my butt on the thing. So it's like
You see, you would do that, Loon. Loon, you would do that.
I would. So, but I'm trying to make it so even the girls can wear it. So it's gonna be like this cool little, logo. Not logo. It's gonna be like a little anime version of me, I guess.
Yeah, little gif on the
Yeah.
shirt, jumping all
Well,
over the place.
I can give you kind of like the vision if you want.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I think the audience would
Okay.
appreciate that.
So it's gonna be like a kind of girl that's like shaped like me, silhouette and stuff, and then she's gonna have almost like a Red Riding hood on. And
Okay.
then it's going to be open in the front to like a leotard. And then she's going to have fishnets with like Doc Marten boots on, but they're all unlaced. And then there's going to be a wolf around her feet.
Let's talk about that. See, that concept art right there is nice. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll be
Right?
on that. We'll look out for that on socials because I feel like that's gonna be one of them designs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I feel like it's going to best represent like who I am. Like, like Little Red Riding Hood, she was like a very quiet person, just did what she had to do. But when it came down to business, like she handled it.
So I'm gonna call you out on the show because I'm very observant in
Let's
backgrounds and
go.
things like
Oh,
that.
no.
So you talk about wolves, but that's a bear behind you. So talk about that one. What's up with that?
Um, Okay. So my dad
It's a
passed
bear.
away. My dad passed away the same day Kobe Bryant passed away,
Oh
and
my
his
goodness! Wow,
his his favorite thing was brown bears. So I have a brown bear.
I like that. So is that on what's that painted on then?
It's a canvas.
Okay, I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I
My
do like
son,
that.
my son got it for me for Christmas. So for the remembering for my
Wow,
dad.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's nice. That is nice.
hmm
So like I saw this first thing I see stands out, and I'm like, you know what? Like that's a nice. It's nice.
hmm I have my whole little juju wall.
Your juju wall, you call it? You always laughing. That's what I love about you. You always laughing.
I am because
You
like
always
I'm like
laughing.
so different.
You're so different, eh?
Okay, I'm so different. People are probably
You're
like,
not
"What the
different.
fuck?"
Stop it. You're not different. You build excitement. I think that's one of the
Yeah,
things. Like this is now being your second time here on the show,
and I love it.
and like I said, shout outs to Prince himself, just setting that up in the back end. You know what I mean? See the
Mhm.
DM and him. He's like, yo, like
Yep.
part two is gonna be
Yep.
better. And I feel like just the vibe that we got going on right now, we're
Yeah.
flowing, we're on all cylinders. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And that's why I
And I
say it's
just come
like,
here like so natural in myself.
yeah, nothing wrong with that. I think more people need to do that though. I think more people need to be natural. I think more people need
Thank
to,
you. Yes.
yeah, people need to come on, be natural, be about yourself. You know what I mean? You don't
Mhm.
got to be all done up all per se.
No,
I tell people this all the time. Like, I'm always going to be sporty anywhere
Mhm.
I go, basically. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I can do the suit and tie, the dapper this, the dapper that, but you
Exactly.
know, you make the outfit. Like, I was
Mhm.
out the other night and, what do you call it? She's a stylist.
Mhm.
She said to me, she's like, you're all black. You got the white undertones with the white undershirt. She says, I see the vest. I'm looking at you. And she's like, yo, this guy's got some style. He knows how to put it together, all different fabrics and stuff. And I
Mhm.
said, no, that's shout outs. That's what's up. You know what I mean? So it's those little things, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? That you
Mhm.
see people notice. So
Mhm.
It's always a
Yeah.
good feeling, you
Yes,
know?
exactly. I just feel like I doll myself up all week for work that when I'm not like working, I'm just like finally just natural myself. I can realize myself in the mirror. I'm not putting on this like fake face, call it
No,
my
for
war
sure.
paint,
The war paint, that's what you call it? The
war
war
paint.
paint. I
We're
love that.
going out to war.
Oh, I love that. So as we're basically 2 months in, let's just say this, we're 2 months
Yeah,
into the new
technically,
year.
yeah.
And I look at it from a perspective like, how has it been for the first, 2 months for you? Outside of the album, things like that. Has there been
Oh
anything you've been
God.
tapping into yourself as far as like learning, development, maybe
Mm,
experiencing new things?
I'm for me personally, without like the music and everything, I've just been honestly just trying to like focus on like where I see myself and where I want to go and everything, and then like what I need to work on and fix like for myself personally, because I know this is a journey, and this journey can either take you into a far good spot in your life, or you can let the journey take you and control you. So I'm
Love
mentally
that.
preparing myself to make sure that I'm staying true to myself and what I want for myself and what I want to put out there, and not letting people tell me that I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that or this and that, when it's just like, but this is my journey and I should be able to appreciate and experience all good parts of my journey. So that's been a little difficult. Definitely bump heads sometimes with the people that are in my team, but we all work it out. Me and Kadeen, we're like
No,
best
but
buds, but like he's learning to understand me, and like because I'm a very passionate person when it comes to like my beliefs, and like I stand up for myself fully 110%, and like he's learning to like bring that into the gift and realize, okay, yeah, she has her own visions on what she wants in her life and her goals and stuff, and I have to learn to also understand that he's been doing this for a long time and stuff, and that he can definitely help benefit me. So our communication and everything has definitely grown and is getting better, and then just the open-mindedness of what he has to say and stuff has definitely helped.
see, I'll be honest because it's so crazy. Like, and me and my guys in the circle, we talk about this all the time because not too much of this playing off what I said with the whole OnlyFans thing.
Hmm.
I didn't understand it at first. Now I do understand it because there's a room for money, but there's a lot
Uh-huh.
of other things that come with that, right?
Hmm.
And you see a lot
Hmm.
of these influencers having these conversations with women in that realm.
Correct.
And it's pretty interesting because I think now, like you say it's like you got to kind of sell yourself
Hmm.
out. But if you have morals, and it's like, I always say, however you
Exactly.
want to make the money, however you
I
want to make
just
the
I
money.
just feel like I'm there to be a temptress. I'm there to tempt you into things and to put your mind in a predicament where you want to come back and experience that temptingness again. I'm there to put on a show. I'm there to walk around in a certain thing, talk a certain way, like everything to tempt you to want to come back. So if you're not tempting them and you're just giving them what they want, why are they going to come back? Especially when you give them your number, why would they come back?
Yeah, like that defeats the whole purpose. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like,
Or they put a bad taste in people's mouths and then they don't want to come back. It's
so let me ask you a question because you post a lot of photos. You post a lot of photos. Have you thought about maybe putting it behind a paywall?
modeling or what?
Modeling, yeah.
Doing what with it?
Just putting it behind a paywall and then build your money revenue that way.
How do you do that?
That's a sidebar conversation behind the scenes. We're not gonna give out no. One thing we ain't gonna do, we ain't gonna give out the free game. But like I said,
Oh,
this I
I have
think
no idea what that is, so you're gonna
no
have to
no
teach me.
because no because a lot of people behind the scenes. So with this thing called content creation, right? There's so
Hmm.
many different realms to it. There's
Hmm.
so many different realms to it. Like I've listened to different podcasts. I know people in the industry that are putting their stuff behind paywall talking points. There can be some hit and misses with those, especially when you do interview,
Hmm.
right? Because you got to basically sign off on waivers and people can't be like, well, you're making money off my original content and all this. And it
Correct,
just
correct.
becomes crazy. But I think now when I think about models and then I think about other people that are using these paywalls for different things. There's people that are giving out crypto tutorials behind a paywall,
Okay.
which is just like, yo, that's crazy. Or they're giving financial,
Advice and
programming and
stuff. Yeah.
business and this and that. And like, hey, listen, I show up 7 o'clock on this day. This is what you're going to get.
Hmm.
So I think that there's a room for it because us as creators, we own our own content, right?
Correct. Correct.
Like we have to probably pay for a photographer. And,
Yeah.
heck,
Yeah.
the way that these iPhones are set up now,
I
it's its own
mean,
camera.
if I could only use technology a little bit better.
Come on now. You know what? We
Listen,
gonna call up.
I
Yo,
need to take like,
Prince gotta break that down with
yeah,
you,
I
man.
need to take
What's
like a
up?
crash course on like technology because
I got you. I
me
got
and
you. We could
technology,
definitely.
just you could put us in a ring and we'll just box it out.
No, for sure though, because not everybody knows technology, right? But just
I
with
didn't
all of
grow
that, what
up
I'm
with that
saying,
stuff. I wasn't able
yeah,
to have all that stuff. I barely just got into all that stuff when I was in high school. Like, so for me, I'm just completely like off grid with it all.
hmm and that's the thing. Like, I just think within your line of work, because
Hmm.
a lot of stuff I'm sitting in, I'm like, she used to put that behind a paywall.
So
Just
you make
saying.
my some money.
It's the hustle.
Hmm.
I get it now. I understand it. Now,
Hmm.
like I said, it always comes with certain territories depending on what it is
Yeah.
you're wanting to do.
Hmm.
Because I think some of these people just go a little bit too out there.
Hmm.
And I hear a guy, he's on No Jumper Sharp, say the exact same thing to a lot of these women. It's like you're doing all of this, but what's the payoff at the end of the day?
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
are you taking this money to basically level yourself up and put it into a business, find,
Investing.
investing, right? Put it
Hmm.
into capital for a house, flip a couple different houses, things like that.
Hmm.
You have residual income coming in on the back end,
Yeah.
so there's many different ways to do certain things.
Yeah. I definitely need to look into all that
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just
because
saying. It's
I'm
out there. It's
telling
out there
you,
to the fingertips.
one day when things pick up and I'm able to just straight focus just on music and able to like build a little studio in my house and all that, I'll be content. I don't want a rich, obnoxious life. I want a nice, just comfortable life.
Well, look at some of the industry greats. They
Mhm.
don't have a studio when they're traveling from hotel to hotel.
Mhm.
I'm starting to see this. I'm going to keep it real. I was surprised from TikTok because TikTok is not only about fluff.
Mhm.
There's a lot of musicians using this
Yes.
SM7B
Yes.
and they're making music. And
Yes.
I'm like, yo, really?
TikTok is a whole nother level. Like, that's crazy. There's people that you just one time of you posting something, you never know what's going to go viral and what's not going to go viral. So, like I tell everybody, use every single kind of platform that you can to get your stuff out there.
Exactly. And you have a lot of different, I mean, this might come back and bite me in my ass. You have a lot of these people that are talking about marketing
Yeah.
and putting marketing in and doing all these different things. Like,
Mhm.
it's kind of cool, but you got to think about what it is you're using for your resources. Like one of my boys, one of my guys I've known for years in the streaming when we used to play video games and stuff.
Mhm.
He always used to say free apps. To this day, he says free apps. You know what I mean? There's a
Uh-huh.
lot of free apps out here,
Yes.
but you got to know how to use it to your advantage. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
Some people are looking for that that point of like interest where they want to get like that viral moment. The viral moment, I'll tell people, it's probably one of the hardest things to do,
It is. And
right?
if you're continually just focusing on that and everything, like you're gonna second guess yourself and you're not gonna be genuine and it's just gonna fucking just burn a hole in your heart because that's the only thing that you're going for instead of like I said, enjoying the journey of it, because when you're genuine and you're enjoying yourself and you're doing it because that's literally what you want to do, people are going to see that and they're going to want to follow that, like it more and everything. But if you're just being this fake person where all I want to do is go viral, all I want to do is go viral, like I don't like people like that. I like humble people.
Hey, I'll say this: as quiet as kept, I don't talk about my numbers and metrics, but probably in the last 6 to 8 months alone,
Mhm.
between three different apps, I'm
Mhm.
going Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels,
Mhm.
TikTok. I've eclipsed over 1 million views
That's
alone,
awesome. That's see,
right?
that's amazing.
And I've had some clips, like I have some clips on Facebook right now on my personal Facebook that is touched over 100K, and I'm not even saying nothing about that because I don't let that cloud my judgment.
Exactly. I feel
You know what
that's
I
called
mean?
you being humble and genuine. Like you're doing it because like you genuinely like what you're doing. You do it because you're humble enough to understand that you're given this opportunity to be able to do it, you know? So it's like until like you hit that goal that you want to hit, why sit there and brag about it or talk about it and all this and that, you know?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And it's like that viral moment comes when you put your phone down and
And
then
you
you wake up
focus.
the next morning and
Exactly.
you see like
hmm
your name on every single social media outlet. That's the
Exactly.
viral moment.
That's the
And when
viral
you get
moment.
that, and when you get that, that's when the game changes. Because
Exactly.
then you're seeing emails come through, you're seeing
Just
DMs come through.
DMs, just
Yo,
everything.
you're like, okay, so where's my PR people now?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta come out in the next
Little
72 hours and
Kadeem.
get somebody to PR. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, Prince, what's goody? Like, yo,
Exactly.
can you help me here? Here's my phone. Take it.
Exactly. And he would definitely, he'd be like, I got you, Luna. Don't worry. You're fine. So I'd be like, I'm so stressed. I don't even know what to do. And he's like, let me
Oh,
figure it
trust
out.
me, man. Trust me. It's something to see because it's like I don't know if you see it in the city that you're in, but there's a lot that we do as influencers, musicians, podcasters, and people know what they do when they see us. It's always love,
Lots of
right?
love. Lots of
Lots
love.
of love, and you get those conversations like, yo, keep doing your thing. I see the production, the level it's climbing up, it's doing this. And I'm like, I do appreciate it. But I'm
hmm
so humble about it. Like, I don't even, like, some people let that shit get to their head.
No,
It's
not.
always love.
It's always love. I'm like, whether you give me bad or good, like, I'm going to take it how I need to take it. Because if it's bad, that means I have something I can work on. If it's good, I still have something I can work on, you know?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, the album,
The album.
plug that information again.
It's called Good Juju.
Why are you
And
laughing?
I mean, I don't know. I get so nervous talking about myself, I think, you know?
Why?
Ah, just because this is like, oh, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah.
Maybe part three on the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe in studio
Yeah, exactly. That's what
sometime this year. Maybe you
yes.
just never know what might happen with this podcast, man, because we all have goals and aspirations. So I said
We surely
maybe to
do.
pull up in the West Coast, no?
Hey, hey, you know, cruising through the west side.
Let's do it. All me, you, and Prince sit down.
Yeah.
Mics in face.
Fuck yes,
Production.
yes.
Put it out there.
Prince is gonna have to come down this way.
You're gonna have to come down this way.
Yeah, because I'm not going
Both y'all need
anywhere.
to come down this way, by the way, too. Canada's kind of high, Toronto area is nice.
Wait, that's right. You're all the way up there. How do I get into
Mm-hmm.
Canada?
What do you mean, how do you get into Canada with a passport?
See, I need to get a passport.
What you waiting for?
Listen, I don't fucking go travel
Yo,
nowhere.
listen. In that DM conversation, we gonna have a list of things to do here
What I have to
for Miss
do.
Loon. But yeah, plug the album, plug the information with that once again, and just tell everybody where they can find you, where they can check you out on social media, merch whenever that drops, and all that good stuff.
I got you. I got you. So the album Good Juju is coming out February 26th. It's about all different kinds of love and just inspiring people just to love each other, whether it's not what you kind of expected kind of love, whether you have that gangster kind of love, where you have that passionate love, where you have that just love, you know, all different kinds of love. And then you guys can find me on Instagram, which is karma underscore is underscore her underscore name. A lot of
Wait, I love how you just laugh. You're plugging your information. You're laughing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Take three.
And then you and then you guys can find me on Spotify, Lun Wulf. You guys can also follow my YouTube. It is Lun Wulf, WULF guys, LUN. Yeah, that's about it. You know, got a lot of good stuff coming, some new music videos coming once the album is all done. But yeah. just working hard.
ready for it, ready for it. I'm rooting you on. You know what I mean? You
Exactly.
know, and you're still laughing. I feel like now you're
I
laughing at me.
listen. I'm always laughing and smiling.
No, that's good. That means you're happy.
You know what? I am blessed. I always try to say I'm blessed because a lot of people have it 10 times harder than what I have it. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm anything less than what I am. It's just blessed, you know?
Makes sense. No, you got this though. You got this. I
Yes.
truly believe. From our first conversation, there was some serious undertones to it, but
Hmm.
this was I feel like the one of them fun ones with a little business
Correct.
conversation also too.
Business getting to
So
know Loon.
no, but I'm rooting for you. You know what I mean? I want to see great things come out of this camp and strive and world tour.
And
You know,
honestly, I think that's what's been pushing me too is like I do have a lot of people in my corner that want to see me do good and want to see like me be able to have like that life and everything. So that does help me a lot instead of just like thinking on my own like, oh, I got this, and then like you letting your own intrusive thoughts play with you. Like a message could deem like, hey, I've had a bad day. I'm thinking this way, and like he'll like calm me down and it's like, you got this. Like fuck all of them, like, you got this. I'm in your corner. Whatever you want to do, like, we're get it done. So I think having that support and that line just from people is like definitely a huge thing that helps people get through.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, keep on rocking.
You too.
All right. Yeah.